I guess I was just doing homework somewhere. I was sitting somewhere in the math department there at the College of New Jersey, and I heard some people talking about how they went somewhere last summer and they made all of this money doing this thing called an undergraduate research program. I just walked up to her and I said, "What are you talking about? How did you make money doing math in the summer? What do you, like, you're just like me, what are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, there's these things called undergraduate research programs that you can do, and you apply to go to them, and you get paid, and you learn about different things you can do with math." And I said, "Well, sign me up." I was working all the time and driving 100 miles a day to get to school and go home and whatever, and then I knew that coming summer I was going to have to work ridiculously full-time doing I don't know what. Definitely wouldn't have helped me advance in my career. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to apply to these two. I didn't know, so bad, I didn't know what computational math was, but that was the title of the Mathematical Sciences Research Institute has this undergraduate program. It's called MSRI Up. I guess I just wrote about how much I liked math and that math was what I wanted to do. Anyway, they accepted me, and I got a letter or an email a few months later, and they said, "Oh, we'd like to offer you this opportunity to come to California, and we'll pay you $3,000, which, I don't know, babysitting you're not going to make over the summer, that's for sure. And we'll, pay for your flight and your food and your lodging, and you can do math." And I was like, "Great, this is terrific. I really want to do this. I'm so excited." And I told my mom, and then I realized that I have no idea what computational math is. I have no idea what I'm in for. I looked at the topics that they said that they were going to cover this summer. I mean, I was out of my, I had no idea what was going on. I remember one professor told me, "Well, you'll either love math or you'll hate it. I think that's what happens when you go to REUs. You either really find out that that's what you want to do, or you just really find out you don't." And I said, "Well, hey, that's great, because right now I have no idea what I want to do." So I remember somebody told me that I might not want to go to Berkeley, and it might be too much for somebody just coming out of community college, and that I might be good at math or I might be okay at math, but going to Berkeley to the Mathematical Sciences Research Institute is like, I might not want to do that. I called my mom and I started crying and I said, I have this amazing opportunity, but I guess maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe it is too much for me. I'm not, there. And my mom got really upset. She just freaked out that somebody would say that to me. And she said, "Go back into that department, find someone you can talk to." I went and I found the head of the department and I told her what happened, and I said, "Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I shouldn't go because I'm just coming out of community college. I really, I took linear algebra and I took all these classes, but I'm really not good at it." And she was from Berkeley. She had gone to Berkeley and gotten her PhD there. And she told me, "Absolutely not. You always take every opportunity that you have, and don't even think about not going. You have to go." And so I said, "Yes, I'll come." I wrote the email and I said, "Yes, I'll come. I want to come to the MSRI." Anyway, that was the end of the story pretty much for me, because I went there. The two mentors that were running the program, it was Dr. Ricardo Cortez and Dr. Juan Mesa, and they just absolutely took me under their wing. It was unbelievable. I never knew that this was possible.